he was like, whatever Ariana gets, I get because my name is on the damn thing. I'm going to die on that hill. Not blaming Tom for the end of it. I don't think it was just money. I think, again, creatively, they know where to go. They would have worked out the money somehow and been like, here it is. You're not getting any more. Take it or leave it. Anyway, and Lala said, Scheana weighed in and said, she's just going to do the same thing she's been doing. And the people she speaks to, she speaks to. The people she doesn't, she'll always speak to some of them because this is such a long period of her life. I get it. So she's happy where she is. She's not reaching out to anyone that she doesn't speak. So it's not like they all reached out together and, this brings them together. And she implied that the people she speaks to is great, and those that she doesn't. And that's really it. Lala said that all she cared about during the last season was getting the best come that she can get to get pregnant and could care less about the show because she had big problems going on. It's over. I do think it's foreshadowing for New Jersey. I do think it's not a thing that probably makes today's Sia feel good. But it doesn't make any of them feel good. I just think it makes, look, it's going to be so interesting, isn't it? If we start seeing in interviews that today Sia will now speak to Messy G. And I don't know if Messy G needs to do those interviews because Messy G wasn't exactly speaking to today Sia, but I think she would have. I don't really think this is on Messy G. It takes two to tango of how we got here, sure. But I really think, let's be honest, even the Huggas, but the Stumps will never admit it, it really is Teresa that said, I won't speak to Melissa and Joe ever again. It really wasn't them. I'm not saying they're going out of their way. I'm not saying it doesn't take two to tango to get us here, but it really was her. So it's going to be interesting if Aurelius, because he sees his meal ticket going away, and that lawyer, that big hunk of junk lawyer over there in New Jersey starts to advise them, hey, you should probably start to walk this back because like you really are going to lose the job. I think they've already been there. I think the nervousness has already come and gone, but I do think VPR is kind of shadowing for that. Um, Kyle Richards at the Fan Fest did she was asked by Andy, who would you like back? Or she was asked by a fan, I think. Really, what she was asked was from any franchise who you would like back. I always say number one, Rena. Who also would I like back? For me, from Beverly Hills, it would be Rena. But I don't know. Is there anyone else really on the top of my head that I would love to have back? I would have said Alexis, but she came and went. There we are. But Kyle said her own franchise, Eileen Davidson, one-time guest of BTVR. We've had them all. So Eileen has responded to Kyle and said, "Oh, that's sweet." She said, "That is so kind. I love Kyle. It's nice to be missed." Doesn't sound like Eileen is going back anytime soon. Eileen is working. Eileen, I don't think has like financial issues. She has, the father-in-law, she has the husband, she has worked many years, and I don't think Eileen truly lives way above her means. I think she lives at her means. I think anyone would go back if the money were right, but I think what I read into Eileen's response is that's really sweet. Man, if you just put a certain amount of money in front of me, I'm not going to be able to say no. And I think Eileen she's not going to come for cheap because I don't think she wants it. I think she's kind of like, put the right number in front of me and sure, I'll go back, but please don't put any number in front of me. It's one of those things of like, I don't want to be offered this, right? Like, think of all the things you don't want to do in the world right now. And then think if someone offered you like the right amount of money. Like, you would literally be like, fuck you, because now I have to say yes, right? But you don't even want to get there. So I take Eileen's response to mean like, man, I can't say never because I mean, everyone has a price and we all do. But please don't offer it to me because I'm good over here. That's what I took, but very politically correct response from Eileen, which we're not shocked. What about you guys? Slip into the comments. Do you want to see Eileen Davidson back? Kyle pointed out that she likes Eileen because, or I think not Kyle, but the producers or the insider. We have so many insiders to say Eileen was, and I believe all of this. Eileen was a pleasure to work with. I mean, she's a soap actress who's used to showing up and memorizing ridiculous amounts of lines on a daily basis. They're like Eileen showed up, she hit her mark, she was a pleasant pleasant to work with. And let's not forget that she did bring it. I know she doesn't go down in history as the classics, but she brought it. I mean, she wasn't afraid of Kim or, you beast, you beast. And I don't know. So there you go. So I mean, I just think in retrospect, man, we had Rinna and Eileen on at the same time. I mean, I know that, but man, two soap legends. So we'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen. From Beverly Hills, I mean, if I'm thinking about it, besides Rinna, I want Camille back. Lots of you are very upset. You got your boxing gloves on with Camille because she made the statement. I think Beverly Hills has become too woke lately, and then Anne Marie clapped back. Lots of you agree with her, by the way. Divided country, shocker. Everyone says this and that, but I love Donatachi. I love Miss Donatachi. Camille Donatachi, Grammar Meyer is my girl. She is going to be back this season. I don't know why she doesn't go back in a more invested role because she does talk about the show a lot. I'm sorry, Camille. When it's on, you can't help but tweet, and I don't blame her for that, but just go back, girl. Okay, that's really all we have time for. We're gonna have to save. I had stuff to say about like Sharif and Jen Shaw, believe it or not, and stuff about Alexis and John, which I know none of you even want to hear about. So, just a quick hit. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving weekend. It is going to be a very busy month. We have a lot planned for you here. Socially, this is the month, right? I mean, people feel the stress and the holidays, and it has already begun. And the doorman tips and the building staff and blah. I already feel like I mean, where I live here in New York is I live in a hotel. And I mean, I'm telling you, it wasn't even the day after Thanksgiving. It was literally that night that I came home from Thanksgiving at my family's in Westchester. And the Christmas decorations were going up. I don't know what, I mean, I got home at like, I don't even know what time, but I must have stayed up all night because this whole place here is head to toe now Christmas. So 'tis the season for those of you that the holidays are a tough time for. I think what's the word I'm looking for? Anyone that's had loss or has had a hard year, I think this kind of brings up those feelings. Just hang in there. The shows every day, 9 times a week. If I could put a smile on anyone's face, I have done my job for the day. I love you all. Just a quick hit. And I was trying to think what we have planned for tomorrow. Oh, we have a good one for tomorrow. A regular guest who hasn't been here in a hot minute is back. So love you all. And I will talk to you soon. Happy Sunday, quick hit, and enjoy the rest of your day. And don't get the Sunday night blues. Just work is good, right? Love you all. Bye.